America First is a continuation of the affirmation of American exceptionalism, that America is very special. It's a country where there's hope and opportunity, and people from all over the world come to our country with nothing much of the time, many of the times, seeking only the opportunity to succeed. America First is a continuation of the affirmation of American exceptionalism, that America is very special. It's a country where there's hope and opportunity, and people from all over the world come to our country with nothing much of the time, many of the times, seeking only the opportunity to succeed. The America First message is also a reflection of what has happened in the previous 8 years, that there was a feeling in the previous 8 years that America did not take a position which fully appreciated America's role abroad.
We have one of the most liberal forms of immigration in America because we assimilate. We love the process. But there's not one person on any side that's going to tell you our current system is working well. If you look within chain migration, just if you want to bring a brother or sister, it's a 30-year wait. So why don't we create a system that works? Why don't we create a system also what the president talks about on merit? Doesn't that really go to breaking the barriers down? It is only right to modernize the NAFTA agreement. NAFTA agreement was created before computers, before technology where we are. And there's nothing wrong with sitting there and negotiating. And at the end of the day, Canada, Mexico, and America are going to be stronger for it. I think it will be a win-win-win. And you might not like the tactic that went about it, but I think all three countries will be stronger for it.
Do you like the tactic? Do you like the tactic? You approve of those tariffs? You think it's...
Well, listen.
So your consumers in your constituents in California are going to have to pay more for washing machines, and but you think it's worth doing that to protect a small U.S.
more for a washing machine in the next month, or I'm more concerned about my community having jobs for the next decade?
I think Davos should feel very flattered that he has chosen this as a forum.
I hope.
And so for those that don't want to listen to him, they can leave.
Yeah.
You know, this is part of what discourse and discussion is all about. And so there obviously is a gulf in perception and assumptions. And so I think it's good that the president is coming and that he's explaining himself. There are many people who feel that America has been the chump, that, you know, we are part, and we are certainly the key player in a global network that purports to secure peace and security throughout the world. And yet America bears a disproportionate amount of the cost. In fact, we pay for everybody else. So I think there is some voices that raise the question, should America pay for everybody else's defense structure and infrastructure? And how long should this continue?
I think America has stepped back up on the stage. I think we reaffirmed who our allies are throughout the Middle East, that we do not think Iran should continue. Iran did not end their nuclear program. They just froze it for 10 years. They're testing ballistic missiles. There's no positive in that. North Korea has a nuclear weapon and they have ICBMs. The only thing they don't have yet is combining the two together and accurately sending it somewhere. It is not America's interest only to change course and stop that. That is a world perspective.
With this tough talk about America first and this strong talk about economic nationalism and the need for the U.S. to revisit many of its international relations, that China moves in and this actually helps China assume a bigger role, Secretary Chao?
Well, I'm obviously an American of Chinese descent. So I may see things a little bit differently. But if you were to talk to any Chinese official, they would ask in return, why are you so afraid of us? Because it will take us 40 to 50 years to get to where America, is now. The question overall is why are they being scared is addressed to everyone, but they use as a comparison that it's still going to take them about 40 to 50 years to get to the level of the standard of living that we now see in the Western world. So China has a complex history, and they always talk about the 150 years of humiliation. So from that depth, they are building themselves up. Clearly, they are now a number 2 country in terms of the economy. They have greater assertiveness because they are now gaining confidence in themselves. And it is introducing a new relationship with all the countries in the world, including America as well. So as we go into this new relationship, we're going to have to redefine what our various roles are and how we will react. But America has been number 1, and it will continue to be number 1.